What's up? What's up? What's up? Baby boy, here I am. Sacred Rights, holding it down for the Be Your Own Hero Nation, right? So, HERO is an acronym, means helping everyone reach optimism. I'm your host, once again, Sacred Rights, and I got to give a shout out to New Thought Media Network for allowing me this space and this opportunity to grow as someone who's got it doing a show barely out of having a stroke. So shout out to New Thought Media Network. And just a reminder, I'm not a personal trainer, nor am I a financial advisor. So take what I say with a grain of salt, and let's get into it. Let's get into it. I'll see you back here in a second. So apparently my intro disrupted the cat. Apparently, when I did my intro a few seconds ago, I interrupted the cat. The cat is looking at me like, "What's up? What's up?" Anyway, I am happy to be here. Today is Friday. Happy Friday. Hey, happy Friday. Wait a minute. Was it? What's it? Friday? Friday. Yes, Friday. Friday. So I'm gonna do my. I can't remember what it's called. I can't remember what it's called. Free Flow Fridays. I think that's it. Free Flow Fridays. But anyway, Fridays is the day that I break format a little bit and kind of let it be what it is. Let what happens happen, and just talk. Just talk about things. Just talk about things. But before we do all that, we're gonna spin the dice. We're gonna spin the dice. So I gotta tell you what I'm doing. Gotta tell you what I'm doing. Here we go. Three. The number is three. Three. All right. So what that means is that means you're gonna take that money out of your account and you're gonna set it aside. And we talked about that a lot. So I feel like I've talked about that too much. Oh wait, what's Tim saying? National Heart Health Month definitely fits in the stroke awareness. Yeah, yeah. I did not know. I did not know. Thanks for that, Tim. Yeah, yeah. Don't get me started on the Colts. Don't get me started on the Colts. Get me thinking about something. Regardless. So anyway, happy National Heart Month for the month. So I'll get out. I guess I'll say some more. Good morning, Tim. Good morning, Gladys. Happy to see you both, and happy to see anyone else who misses and tunes in later. So I did the dice really quickly. So I just want to make sure everybody got them. The dice number is three. Dice number is three. Right. And I've said this a lot of times, but so I'll keep it brief this time. You want to take that $3 out of your account and place it someplace where you can see it but not get to it, not with the same level of frequency that you can get it from your regular things. Okay, maybe I can make that a little bit more clear. So you don't want to just create a new account. You should, but that's not all that you want to do. You want to create a separate account at your regular bank and then set up an account someplace else where you can move that money and not get to it as easily. Right? Because whether you're using your money for investing or for debt payment, you still need to have it in a separate place. You still need to have it in a separate place because when you have it in a separate place, you can't see it. You can't see it. And therefore, if you can coax your mind to forget about it, it will just grow. It'll just grow and it'll just grow. Now I told you guys about my acorns. My acorns, man, that happened this week. I was so happy about that this week. So anyway, in case you missed the memo, I have my introduction. Well, no, what is it? Introductory. My. Oh, what's the word? What's the word, folks? The Oh man, well, my fund that's available for emergencies, my emergency fund. So I've had that up now just for about a week, and I'm elated that I have that up and ready, and I'm going to keep building on it by letting it build itself by the things it's been doing. I got the name of it. Oh man, what's the name of it? Um, I forgot it again. But anyway, those small investments that the Acorns is making when you make purchases out there in the world. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. Three different people now, three different people now have told me that they've gone into Acorns and they've been shocked and surprised that their Acorns was working. Okay, like, that's not just me. It's not just me. That means just to recap. So if you buy something out there in the world, you buy something and you want to get this snack bar, this candy bar, it costs $1.99. Well, the missing cent will be rounded up by Acorns and will be automatically converted into a fund, right? Now, all three of us didn't know it was happening. And all three of us were like, "Oh wow, I didn't realize this was happening." Now that's a brilliant thing. That's a brilliant thing because that means that you can set it up. You can set it up today. Today, you got the Acorns app. You got it. You have it on your phone forever, right? Just set it up. Just set it up. End of the week, Friday. Set it up today because you won't feel it. You will not feel it. I promise you, you will not feel it. All three of them. All three of them were like, "What? What? I didn't even realize." Yeah, you're not gonna feel it. You're not gonna feel it. So once you set that up, all you have to do is wait for the money to to build itself up. I almost had the phrase of the thing I was trying to think of. I can't quite get it though. I can't quite get it. Anyway, so you will let those things count. Let those things accrue, and they get bigger and bigger. Up, look. I set up my Acorn, round up, plus $5 a week. All right, Gladys. All right. That's it. This is it. This is it. We got one more person in the throws, caught up in the throws, and we're going to do this thing. I'm do this thing. So, Glass, you will see how easy it is. You're going to forget about it. You're going to forget about it, and I know it doesn't seem like you forget about it, but I promise you, you're going to forget about it. Even just think about other things, and next time you check, you're like, oh, I got some money here. So speaking of which, I want to comment on what's the name of that thing? That thing that prize pool. Prize pool. I don't know why I can't get there. Prize pool. Prize pool. So anyway, so with the prize pool, that's Anthony O'Neill telling us about his effort to work with his bank. And this bank will let you hold the money and essentially hold it like a bank, just like a bank, but there's no physical locations. There's no physical location. You can't walk down the street and walk into this bank. This is all cyber. It's all cyber. But the thing is though, they will pay you. They will pay you for having your money at the bank. Now I still don't see how that works, but I found somebody who has made it work, and he hasn't done anything special, but but just by holding his money there, he saw $100 get transferred to his account. $100. So I am trying to figure out what else I need to do. I say else I need to do because my prize pool has a big zero, a big zero. Now I've been giving my money, including today's $3, to prize pool. I decided to do it for a week. Do it for a week, see how much we land on, and then once I do it for a week, I'll see where we stand with it. What I have to say thus far is it does show my account how much money I've trickled over, right? It shows that, but it's not showing. But it's also showing me a big zero, and I don't understand what the zero is for. So not a zero for my balance. I have an $11 balance. $11. That's how much my dice roll challenge has added up to today. $11. 11, 12, 13, 14. 11, wait a minute. 11. What did I say? 11, 12, 13, 14. So $14 for a week, right? So I got that. I just don't understand why there's another zero. So I'll find that out, let you guys know. All right. So those two things I wanted to get out. I wanted to get out because the acorn is no joke. Acorn is no joke. Make sure you get on acorns. If you haven't already, you need to get on acorns. You need to get on acorns. Now, yesterday I talked extensively about forgettable money. I don't think I called it forgettable money. I think I called it something else. Disappearing money, vanishing money. Doesn't matter. What it means is money that is already allocated directly to go directly into your wherever you want it. So, I guess I'm getting tongue tied there because I'm trying to decide whether I should speak to it as your your debt, your debt. In other words, saving up for your debt or saving up for to invest. So it doesn't matter. It's just you've got to. Mm, well, I forgot what I was going to say now. Forgot what I was going to say. I had something going too. Oh man! All right, I lost it. I lost it. That's my what's it called? My aphasia. Every once in a while, aphasia, and that's a language disorder that affects a person's ability to communicate, often caused by stroke. So I don't know what I was going to say, but my point is that with prize pool and with acorns, oh, the forgettable money, this disappearing money. So the disappearing money is set aside to go and vanish. And I just discovered that prize pool has it as well. I was looking at it last night and I was trying to figure out what's going on with the zeros, and I found out that prize pool also has disappearing money. So I can set it up to get X amount from my checking account every so and so amount of time period. So I think what I saw last night was 1 week. So what I can do is I did $14 for the week, right? So I can guesstimate that as a fairly safe amount and just have it automatically transfer the money, transfer the money. And that would be better than me hopefully transferring the money in. Because you've watched me on the show. You've seen me talk about the money and how I'm not going to trade the money this week because I got this going on, I got this going on. I don't feel like it. Whatever. It'll happen automatically. It'll happen automatically. So I'm thinking about that. Thinking about that very seriously. I just want to figure out what that extra zero is, and then I'll let you know what's happening with prize pool. All right. Okay. So we talked about that. We talked about acorns and we talked about prize pool. And I also want to recap something that we talked about this week in terms of credit cards. Credit cards. Ooh, the credit cards, they hurt so bad. They hurt so bad because I thought I had my hands on the credit cards. I really did. I thought I had my hands on it. So for those of you that missed that episode earlier this week, what I found out was my credit card score went down incrementally. A little bit went down. But I was like, why? Because I just made moves to make it go up. And what I did was I I chose to make a purchase on both my credit cards that are visible on my bank account to make a payment on those cards just below 30%. Specifically now. Now I'm for real. Like I really did the math. I did the math and said, okay, this will be about 30%, right? That's it. And that's what I spent on both cards. But, but, but the thing is, you gotta you gotta not I don't even know how to say it. I don't even know how to say it without being I'm just gonna keep it real. I'm just gonna keep it real. You got to not put your money in without knowing what you're doing. That's what it is. You got to not know. You got to know what. You got to know a little bit more than what you're doing. Because what I discovered just now, just this week, is that you've got to let the money count in the computer system, right? You cannot pay for something and turn around the next day and pay it off. No, no, no. No, no, no. That won't work. That will not work. You can't pay for something on Monday and then pay it off on Tuesday. No, 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 no. They've already gotten hip to that game. So it's gonna wait for a while before it credits. That's part one, right? You gotta wait for that money to accrue to your account, right? Then once it accrues, you gotta pay the whole thing off. What? What? You gotta pay the whole thing off. And then do it again. And then do it again. And the amount that these various many people have suggested is 10%. 10%. Do the math, calculate out 10%, spend 10%, let it credit, let it reach, let it be reported by the system, and then pay it off. Pay it off. Now, I'm in, you know, I almost caught myself using one of Rev Mel's negative words. So I will just say that I have to make some money moves now. I have to move some things around because that's not what I planned to do. I planned to get 30% down on two different cards and then leave it there. No, 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 no. Because when you leave it there, you're paying the interest on the thing that you bought. You're paying the interest, and that interest will add up. That interest will add up, and so you want to not pay the interest, or pay as little bit of interest as possible after paying for it for 1 month. All right, so this is very important stuff. You don't trust me? I don't blame you. Google it. Google it, because all these people will end up telling you the same thing, and you won't be like, oh man. so so that's important, an important note. Okay, all right, and so we talked about acorns, we talked about prize pool, we talked about our credit cards, and I think that's it. Those are the things we talked about this week that really made an impact. And so I think that's it for that. I mean, that's what you need to know. You need to know, use acorns because it will hide your money and slip it right in, and you'll forget about it. And your expense account will be there automatically, just like that, right? And prize pool looks to be the same, looks to do the same thing, but regardless, you can put your money elsewhere. So you won't see it when you look in your bank account. You have to go to the prize pool app to see what's happening there, right? And then number three, The cards. You got to be very careful with the cards. Very careful with the cards. Or really use them. Use them in a way so that you can raise your credit. You can raise your credit rating, but you got to use them carefully because I just explained how it all worked, and it put me, it knocked me out. I was like, wow, I did not realize that. So those are things that I wanted you to be aware of. All right, so I think that's it. That's it. I want to read some things from. Oh well, let me check my comments and see. But what we're going to be reading from is a 30-day mental diet. 30-day mental diet. So let me get my book, my quote up. All right. And so let me see what's happening over in the chant. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, the credit card is no joke. That credit card is not it's not it's not not for playing games. Not for playing games because the more we think we know, the less we actually know. All right, so this is from today's, well, depending on where you are in the book. So this book, it it lets you read, well, it encourages you to read one book one day per book. Wait a minute, one day per section. Yeah. So this is my section for today. This is what stuck out to me. The one sure way of creating the experience of security that you desire, to know that God is the provider of all things. I'm going to read it again. I missed the word somewhere. The one sure way of creating the experience of security that you desire is to know that God is the provider of all things. God is the provider of all things. Like that's like claiming your source is God. Your source is God. And I've heard that. I've heard that Rev Mel uses it all the time because we get caught up in thinking that this job is going to pay us. And then that's it. But how many times have we experienced something bigger than we could have imagined when we let that job go? Right? Like you just got to be open to the fact that God is your provider. God is your provider and he will provide. You just got to believe in it though. You got to believe in it. All right? So I just had to share that with you. Once again, let me get the title of the book. What's the name? Title of the book is 30-Day Mental Diet. If you don't have it, you should have it. You should have it. You should have it on yourself somewhere. You should have it and be checking it out. Okay. So I want to show this video. So so Fee King sent it to me just as I was getting ready. And this appears to be uh, a uh, a um a marathon video. Marathon video. Because there's a date. New York, November 7th, right? So I want to see what this is, and we're going to check it out together. And let's see what it is. All right, and here we go. I love how oh. Wait a minute, hold on. I still hear it coming. All right, yeah. So I love how the cat got the final cameo. Cat's right there, right here on the other side of the camera. That's really cute. So that was Demetrius Short and Feed King, and both of them were invaluable to me in terms of the run, in terms of the marathon. And I was telling them during the race, both of them were texting me, telling me to slow down. And I was like, what? What is slow down? And I actually decided to try to slow down. But once you've got to understand something, you've got to understand something. There are so many things about the body that you don't know, that you don't understand. And one of these things is once your body reaches a certain momentum, it's harder to go backwards than it is to go forwards. It's easier to run than it is to walk. I'm telling you. I'm telling you, you can talk to any runner about this. Because I was like, what is happening? So many runners have confirmed it. And it was hard. It was hard on me. Let me tell you. So next time I run doing the marathon, I'm running for time. I'm running for time. I'm just gonna go all out and see how we get there. And let's get that money going. Let's get that money going within the time that I set for myself. So I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna do it again. I still haven't gotten my Guinness World Record, so I'm still going to do it again. But yeah, that was very, very, very cool. Very cool. All right. Well, let me see if there's anything else. Let me see. Yep. Yep. People are upset about the credit cards. Yep. Yep. I'm telling you, the credit cards, it had me caught up. I was like, I was staring there, sitting there staring at my phone like, what? What? Yeah, and I did the math too. I did the math too. On one credit card, I got 30%, like 26%. But now to get that card from 26% down to 10%, it's gonna take some doing. It's gonna take some doing. But God is my supply. God is my supply. God is my supply. God is my supply. Anyway, moving on. So I think that's it. Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. All right. Yes, definitely check out the 30-day mental diet. Tim is saying was saying it with me. Yeah, you got to check out the 30-day mental diet. Please, please. If you got it, if you don't have it, get it and try it. Try it by yourself. Okay. All right. So I guess I'm signing off. I feel like reluctant to go for some reason. I feel like I want to hang out, talk some more, talk about something. I can't think of anything I want to say though. I can't think of anything I want to say. Oh, you know what? You know what? This was my 1 year anniversary with transcendental meditation. Let me say it again. My 1 year anniversary with transcendental meditation. All right. So the app just told me, hey, bro, you've been doing this for a year now. And I was like, wow, because that year includes my downtime, the amount of time that I couldn't have used it because I had no way of using it because I was down in what do they even call that? In stroke land? Like, I don't know, but there was a period of time where I could not have used the app and everything affiliated with transcendental meditation. But I really did seek it. I really did seek it. I remember when I woke up in the hospital, this was at number three, place number three. And I woke up there and I wanted something. I wanted meditation, but I didn't know how to explain to them that I wanted meditation because I couldn't speak then. I could not speak. And I'd say something to them and they just nod at me. I'd be like, you understand what I'm saying? They just nod at me. And so I was like, oh man. And so what I had was YouTube. What I did is I would try to time the TV shows by their amount of time. So I'd find a show that was about 20 minutes. I'd turn that show in, turn the show on, and I'd do my meditation. I do my meditation because that was the only way I could think of that I could time myself. I didn't have a watch. I didn't have any things that you would typically have to work with. So so transcendental meditation definitely was not was part of my life then. And I remember for was for I've done for last month I did 20 meditations. Like that's incredible. Oh shoot, I'm over time. I'm over time over here getting all got all chummy. Got all chummy. See, started talking too much. All right. I'll see you later. I'll see you Monday. All right, later.